Hi everybody, welcome to the root chakra. I say the root chakra, and I'm going to describe a little bit more about what I mean when I say that. But I'm also saying welcome to the Chakra Marathon Training Program, this wellness, love, maybe a connection back into some things that weren't so easily to love. Just notice I'm rolling around on a yoga ball as we're working. And I'm going to ask you, do you have a yoga ball? Are you familiar? I'm going to get up and show you. Look at these balls. Little yoga ball. And you blow it up and you sit on it. This is a really great way for us to start. Now, I'm not showing you my whole body, which I can in a minute. But if you don't have a yoga ball to sit on, right, because not everybody has a yoga ball, but I'm going to ask you to get one. We got ours, gosh, I don't know, we have a bunch of them, Amazon, now, yeah, because I'm making this videotape and I'm saying have it delivered to your house. I have just started doing more videoing because I was working a lot with people in this program, hands-on, touch. And if you're watching this video, you're in the program, so hi, I'm Natalie. I know you guys know me. Mwah. Sending love, thinking of you. And I want to kind of make these 10 minutes. So you can have your little 10 minutes in the day, 10 minutes a night. Now you've got 20 minutes. You've done it for the day. You've done what I've asked you. I'm asking you to show up for yourself because you've asked me to support you. So we're a team in this process. Red, root chakra. And with the root chakra, there they are right there, starting at the bottom, the ground, Muladhara. That's that like, in the earth, the deep ground. So if you've met me, which you have, you've done all these things, so forgive me with this, but you know I'm a yoga instructor. I really understand this much of this because I do embody so much of it, all of it actually. I'm a Sacred Center's chakra healer and I'm a chakra teacher from like the bomb, awesome teacher, Anadea Judith, who is my mentor. But I come from a lot of different disciplines as well. We've talked about this. I know you know me. So when I say, right, let's just put our red shirt on. Let's wear some red this week. This is the root. We're in the root. And really consider it. Consider this. Color has energy. So maybe you just want to put a little, I don't know, something red on your, if you wear makeup, or maybe a little, I don't know, I have tattoos, so I've got my red always, you know, maybe socks, something. Give it a try, just for fun. When you're putting that red on, you're like, I'm in the root. The right to my own life, the right to my body, the right to be here. I'm going to send you some literature so you can read it and you'll see it. Oh, okay. But as we're looking at each other, which I actually switched there. No, I see you, eye contact. The right to be here. So when we get on this ball, this yoga ball, maybe you just sit on, gosh, we could use a chair, but the root, honestly, we have our legs, the ground, pressing the floor, pulling up, nourishing earth. It's this root area. This is really, if we're looking at it from like a trauma perspective, and this could be ours, could be coming from like our parents, our mothers in the womb, whatever was going on, right? We get it. We do that with our one-on-ones. We talk about this stuff. But here in this space, we're discussing survival. So the root can come out sometimes, you know, we can be like reactive, coming from a place of this trauma, this survival. We're like hanging out with our family, our kids, our boyfriends or girlfriends, moms, dads, whatever, our friends, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, lockdown. Here has a lot to do with food issues, hoarding, survival, not able to go to the bathroom, going too much, not able to keep food down. Eating disorders kind of live here. Weight issues live here. Hello. But with this program, that's why I ask you, create a goal, you know, for your marathon training. My son even was like, everyone has to run, so I really need to say, we're not running. Actually, in the root chakra, if you do run, aerobics, physical movement, basketball, stuff like that, that's really good because that's something that you can help move through and connect to your ground. Gardening is such a good way for the root chakra. So here we are. And when we're looking at this, I know I've discussed this with you, and I know we're growing through this, that like at the nerve ganglia, I'm gonna forward some slides, but so here you can even see, right, this is a great book that I have from my beautiful teacher, and so we look shoot all the way down at the root. So in utero, it's about 6 months. Not saying, oh, that's exactly the time that something got locked up, but here, I know I've asked you to read my program. I'll send it to you if you don't have it yet. I wrote this somatic journey, and I share some of my own experience here, and I have deep abandonment wounds, and I'm 51, and still, yeah, that stuff is, my mother had a lot she was dealing with while I was in her womb, and shortly after I came out, some really rough things happened. So my body does go into lockdown. I mean, that's why I'm here training, and I've done all this awesome stuff, and I can show up for you, because I'm a warrior, because I have been able to overcome and really master so much. Master's a strong word, I'm just saying. Because I had to in order to learn to survive, protect, cover. But now I can take that fear part, which is the shadow side of this right to be here, the right to your own life, that shadow side. Fear. So I was working with a client earlier today, and we were discussing this. A beautiful, beautiful teacher of mine helped me see this. Invite fear to tea. We would take another glass of water and say, okay, fear. Really kind of like starting to identify, like, what are some of my fears? We're going to do some of our scans, do some of our work, talk about that. But in thinking about fears, for me, in the past, all things, I came from fear, jumping from fear first. So when we jump from fear first, when we come from that place of fear first, that creates some real issues. And here, this is where like our system is working overdrive, our endocrine system, the systems that work within our integumentary system, which is our largest organ, our skin. So when I say this to you, I drop something. Drop my spine friend. When I say this to you and we think about the chakras, Anadea has some awesome books, and I'll share my books as well with you, but she does really great examples. And so that's why this is protected material, and that's why as you're signing up and committing to a time period, committing financially, and making that commitment to yourself and to me that you will show up in this way, I'm sharing this material with you, and that's for you. And how you see fit to move forward, we can talk about that in regards to, I want to show this to my brother, my sister, my son, my daughter. We'll talk about that. But this training is here for you first. And some incentives for your training program. I was working with my wonderful IT individual today, and we were talking and working with my son, who's my IT guy also. And he was like, hey mom, like, what's the incentives for your clients? What's their incentives? Because, of course it's like feel good, look good, be like totally feeling every moment of your own energetic availability for your energy. Enjoy in all your moments, even in not easy moments, you still have enough sense of yourself. And I feel like isn't that incentive enough? He's like, no, you gotta throw in incentives for people. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. We're not like running across the finish line, getting a goal, getting a medal, even though I'm going to come up with something, I'm just saying. So a few incentives. There'll be surprises along the way. How about that? I like that. I like little surprises. But little hints might be, maybe that you've earned an hour of extra connection time. I do some really awesome things, and maybe that hour will be spent with whoever you choose to invite into our time. Extra time. Maybe it's your child, maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your best friend, and we can do a lot of different work there. So that's one of the incentives. That's the right to your own life. So here we are in the root, and I'm like on my first video. We're halfway done with this video, almost 10 minutes. I'll send you an exercise one after. You can decide, what do I want to earn here? What do I want to do with the right to my own incentive? So here we are in the root. I'm going to ask you, You know the breathing. We do 6 up. We stop at the crown for 3. You even want to stop up, do that breathing up, and when you get to the crown, I'm going to ask you, you ready? Pull your hair. Just try it. You're working with someone. I'm an energy healer. I do a lot of this great stuff. This is a reflexology technique. And then you maybe even like pull a little to the side. We're still pulling. There's tension there. Notice if it's too much. Notice if you can't feel it at all. That's information. I'm going to ask you to journal a little bit when you're done with this video about what you noticed. Did you have a ball? Did you sit on this with a ball? Could you focus with me and roll? Where are your feet? How are they? We're going to do just a foot video, in a little while. But here, you can sit on a chair if you don't have a ball. But you're going to get a ball. You're going to Amazon it. It's coming to your house, blow it up. Next time you'll be like, I got my ball. Next time as in, hopefully, in a few days, because Amazon comes pretty quick. And here we are. We've done that breath. And when I let go and I rolled around, I didn't guide you through the out breath. My apologies. Let's do it again. 6 up. Consider this. Consider. And when you're pulling up, push down with the ground. If you're sitting on a chair, find your feet, push down with the ground. Really, take your feet. You can release your breath. Please don't wait for me for that. My apologies. Always releasing out for 9 with the sound. Maybe we voo, maybe we don't. You'll know. You'll start knowing when the voo is working. I know that we practice the voo. I bring that out in my first session. But in that tension, that moment where you're feeling the charge coming up, you voo it out. Voo it out. So, as we've just done a few breathing techniques, as my feet are on the ground right now, I'm rolling on the ball. I've got some red on. I mean, hit pause, run, grab something red. Like, what is she doing? But oh, I've got scarves. I've got a variety of things. Just grab something red. Maybe bright red. Stick it on your shirt. Come in. Somatic work. This is yours. Now we're going to practice this. You ready? All right. I've stretched over. I told you. I'm a big fat liar. You know this with the PH. Here's your feet, right? Find your feet. Find your feet. And here we go. Here we go. I know you know what we're going to do already because we've practiced this before. Maybe not all of you, but some of you. Foot down on the ground. Ready? Stomping. Mine. Try it with me. Mine. Try it. Mine. Mine. Maybe you have to. Mine. Maybe. We're not like mine. No. We're coming in. Here's our picture. The I am in here. Picture this here. Really, for fun. Picture the colors. Ooh, I picture the colors. Come in. Make connections. Here you are. Find your feet. We're going to do a little bit of out movement. I'm going to go all the way to 20. I've just decided. Make it up my own rules. This is the video. I wanted to show you some footwork. So I'm kicking off my shoes. And I'm kicking off my socks. That's what I'm doing. Find your space. I told you my studio is at my house. I'm like outside of my kitchen right now. But I've got all of the things that I need. I've got me. I've got you. And now we're coming down so that you can see my feet. I'm up on my toes. See this? This is toe walking. And I think I've discussed this with you guys before.